Yep. So now we're rolling. Everybody, we're back at the Silver Spoon in West Hollywood with the always erudite and eloquent Don Sherman. And
that's me.
On screen right, you know, we have the actor playing misfits, serial killers, and priests, Harry Northup.
Not to mention degenerates. Tries to convince a 15-year-old niece. Is she a niece, that girl in the movie? What movie?
The Reform School Girl. It was a remake. What happened was about 10 or 15 years ago, there were a bunch of directors that each got $1 million to shoot a movie from the 50s in 12 days. And mine was called Reform School Girl, directed by Jonathan Kaplan, and it starred Lamat, you know, the guy in Friends, whatever his name was, Lamat, or
oh yeah,
whatever that guy's name was.
Matt LeBlanc or something?
Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah.
I didn't know who the hell that guy was, but he had a huge head. And then there's one scene where he threw me across the carpet, and it was a summer night, so I just wore a tank top, and if I would have realized I was...
Oh, you in a tank top, Harry, come on.
No, I
rippling muscles.
No, what I mean is...
Cheesecake pictures.
When I knew I was a CDO guy, but what I would have done, I would have worn a long sleeve shirt.
You wouldn't show us the dish.
No, but what I was going to say, I would have worn a long sleeve shirt, and I would have worn elbow pads.
You don't button your shirt right now? Let me see that shirt. The shirt is over here.
I just want you to be immaculate. I want Mr. Don Sherman to be immaculate.
But you're an athlete.
Well, you know, he's a natty dresser.
You notice he has the button. See, that's one thing that the Western people have. You think they're listening to you.
Yeah.
Because they're listening to what you say. But he's not paying any ear.
I listen to you. Ask me about this.
He has no intention to unbutton that shirt.
Hey, now we go. Here we go.
Whoa, but then they get crazy.
Here's what happened to me. Did this happen to you? Don, did this happen to you?
That's an inhibition. Instantly stop.
Did this happen to you when you get older, your breasts get bigger?
No, Judge.
Man boobs or something. What do they call them?
Very feminine man.
Yeah.
That's when they get together. Maybe I got the wrong outfit on.
Yeah, man boobs, I think. Isn't that what they call it? Jerry Stiller in his Seinfeld episode where he had the bro instead of
the magic voice of radio.
Yeah,
the
disconnected voice.
He's
a brilliant artist. And he can do anything.
But he has the magic voice. Let him hear the magic voice. Say something in him. Tell him, give him the temperature and the magic.
The time and temperature. West Hollywood, it's 83 degrees.
Even on his answering service, he has that great...
The impact sink in. That was James Earl Jones, dulcet tones.
Oh, I'd love to be James Earl Jones, dulcet tones.
We're giving James Earl Jones too much credit.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of plugs. Yeah.
Well, because the first day I was in acting school with him, he wore a pink leotard. Any actor who wears a pink leotard has my respect.
Did he work in them?
Yeah, it was Shakespeare class, and in order to get the GI Bill, you had to take all the classes: body movement, Shakespeare, English, Congo, Vashanka, falling for you, and twinkling. Would you believe it? I never got a call for a role like that. And I explained to the teacher, I said, I want to do Marlon Brando. That's what I'm going to get a call for. I'm not going to go get a call. You're a fop. I shot Gav falling for you. Twinkling. He says, an actor's an actor, my boy. And an actor can act anything, regardless of what he is. I said, well, how come you're not acting?
You don't work in tights. Errol Flynn worked in tights. Kevin Costner, he's good with contemporary roles, but he doesn't look good in tights.
Doesn't look good.
A lot of good contemporary actors don't look good in tights.
In tights.
Well, not only that, the Kevin Costner accent didn't quite play in Sherwood Forest, did it?
My favorite, here's my #1 movie of all time, Grand Illusion by Renoir. My #2, Adventures of Robin Hood. That talk about color, those greens.
Oh, that green and the red hair, yeah.
Oh, beautiful movie.
And Marion.
See, now I just saw green and red here. I didn't see. And that green and that red. You saw the red is the red. I saw just hair hanging from a girl.
Yeah. Oh, that red hair.
Well, the green of the forest, too, and that 3-strip technicolor.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
That was beautiful.
You even know how it was made. The technical aspects of bringing out that.
Some guys are really sensitive. Vincent Minnelli, he was great. Michael Powell, you know, the red shoes,
Yes.
Scorsese, color. Some directors are really sensitive to colors, right?
Sure
You know,
are,
They're
yeah.
artists in a way. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, get back to your acting class. How long were you in acting class?
The acting when I first started out was I was thrown out. I was thrown out the second year for being the only one in the class, after hearing the class complain that the projects they're going to do for the agents that I finally come see that year, projects that they all hated to do. Like you had me doing Congreve, which is like Shakespeare, and you had other actors who wanted to do other things to be seen for a job, playing these terrible roles. And they were calling him all kinds of names. And when he came into the class that day, I said, you know this class hates you, you know what you want. And he said, what do you mean the class hates me? Well, how many people here think that he's an idiot and making me do Shakespeare? And nobody said a word. They said, well, you all screaming, you hate this guy. And they all sold me out. It's like at the Writers Guild here. Writers Guild. I came to California as a grown man. And I went into a movie, and next door they had a candy store. And they had lemon drops. It was the time Reagan was in office, and lemon drops were popular. Lemon drops were good, and I bought a bag of lemon drops. When I went into this Writers Guild Theater, only writers, respectable, intelligent men can go in this theater. And when I went in there to see my first Writers Guild Theater show, I saw Steve Allen for the first time. I met him, I was so excited. And before the movie started, a light, flashlight flashed in my face. I took my glasses were back at that. He says, give me that bag of jelly beans. You can't eat jelly beans here. And the lights came on in the theater. I said, what? I bought these I can't give me my jelly. Give me that jelly beans or you won't see the movie. And I got up, I was in the front row, second row. I turned around and saw this bunch of scribbling ants, which are the same as agents and writers. They're usually closer to leeches. But it's one or the other. These spineless creatures waiting for the movie to start. And I said, these are my jelly beans. Do I have to give my jelly beans to this man? And you know what they yelled out? I expected them to say, to the walls, let's go. Union forever. They said, give them the jelly beans, let's watch the movie. What are you kind of on? And I got disgusted. This is the future we have with writers. What future has our country? And I sat down dejectedly. I wouldn't give them the jelly beans. They were my pockets. I promised. Grown man, not to eat them during the movie. And I didn't. But another guy was held responsible for that incident, and he lost his Writers Guild Film Society card.
Well, it says the same thing with the Academy, no food or no drink. Let me tell you one time, remember,
Right away he went for the establishment. See how fast he got it in? It disturbed him that the liberals were getting a break. And this conservative, this Midwestern guy, got all upset that there was getting no retaliation here. They got it in that. Well, you know, the other guys that thought that's okay. We know where you stand.
Remember the Vagabond Theater on Wilshire?
Indeed, yeah.
All right. So as you know, I did Scorsese's. I acted in his first 6 pictures. So around night, I had done.
How would they even know that? You just told them that.
And I did his
How
first
would they
TV
know?
show.
Why tell them that if they
Because
know?
here's the story. I go to the Vagabond.
But let's discuss. Isn't it more important, really? I hate the movie a bit.
But it has to do with your story.
Okay.
Here's, I go to the movie to see 2 westerns at the
Your
Vagabond.
story doesn't matter.
So I'm sitting down in the middle, and I had a big thing of popcorn. And then right in front of me, and after I'd worked with Scorsese several times, he comes in with Paul
Said
Morrissey.
you worked with him 6 times already, several times.
Well, this is like Alice doesn't live any more time. So he comes in.
Right, Professor?
So listen to me.
Indeed.
He comes in, he sits right in front of me.
Professor said it was redundant.
He comes in, he sits right in front of me, and he's with Paul Morrissey, you know, who did those kind of Warhol type of pictures. And so there's a tall guy sitting in front of Marty. Marty.
Not everybody knows.
So Marty
Paul
goes like
Morrissey.
this. Marty throws up his hands like, you know, like I can't see. So anyway, I've got this popcorn in front of me, and he's right in front of me. I didn't take one bite out of my popcorn because I was afraid I would hurt his hearing. So I sit there like I'm catatonic. And then I go upstairs in the intermission, the other one, and he sees me. He tells me the date that Alice is coming out, and how great it was, and how great I was. But I didn't eat my popcorn because I didn't want to hurt his, viewing the
What are
movie.
you laughing about you when you left the room? You see that hayseed?
No, you didn't see me.
He went for that. God, I told you.
I'm sensitive to other people, the way they enjoy something. They don't want to ruin the theater at the Writers Guild.
That's what they told you. You don't know the hearts of these
Were you the lemon drop kid? Because I thought that was Bob Hope.
No, they're not
You started
like
your
those
story with
people.
lemon drops and you changed it to jelly beans.
When did that happen? A long time ago.
I'm gonna
Lemon
tell-
jelly beans,
I'm
I
going to tell
guess.
Ronald Reagan on you that
Yeah.
You'll have a hard time
you're
getting through
plagiarizing
one.
his jelly beans.
Those are jelly babies.
They've been trying to rise Ronald Reagan for a long time. They're finally giving it up. They're settling for it. Who's going to win this election? Well, this election, it's not good to discuss the election. It'll be all over.
One time at the Academy years ago, they had a showing of Ronald Reagan's movies. So they had a big poster in a frame, and underneath it, it said, "The only SAG president to ever become the president of the United States yet."
Yeah.
Who's gonna next? Who's the next one? I would never vote for an actor for president because they don't know the difference between illusion and reality. Would you vote for an actor? I would never vote for an actor.
Well, an actor can play a good president, and then
Well, that's what Ronnie did.
the vice president is you make a real actor, so that if he's sick, he's right there, he can go on.
Yeah.
These things are solved.
There you go again.
There are more complex things. Why haven't we heard from the voice? The voice hasn't said a word. You haven't said, is the show too long?
Yeah, well, I did.
Are we
and,
funny? Is he out of line with
No,
his
not at all.
conservative views? Am I out of line with liberal views? Am I out of line calling him a conservative when he might not be a conservative?
Let him speak.
But we didn't talk about Ronnie's movies, like Bedtime for Bonzo. And I mean, you said it was like a film festival of Ronald Reagan motion pictures. What would that be?
I like the Grover Cleveland Alexander and the Hasty Heart.
Yeah.
What movies have you missed?
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
What,
I saw the early Harry Potters.
Name a film you wish you would have seen, but for some reason either some girl, or well, not girl, because you're happily married into a talented girl named Holly Prado. I don't know, but she seems to be more advanced than you as a poet. Is that hard for you to take?
She's older. She's
that
advanced.
why?
She's older. She's 2 years older.
Oh, you can't say that.
You can't.
I-
A woman is always younger.
I saw this. Look at this. I read a book of poetry. Well, actually, it was poetical, autobiographical fiction of hers called Feast, and I fell in love with her writing. And then I called her up. That's how I met her, through her writing.
Did you?
So I love her
Is that
writing.
romantic? And you never saw her before?
No, I went to. Remember, there used to be a bookstore in West LA called Papa Bob. A friend of mine kept saying, "Go buy this book by Holly Prado." So I told it. It sounded too feminine for me. It was very circular, very inner. Finally, I read it, and I fell in love with her writing. And still, one of the best books to ever come
So
out
you
of Los
called her
Angeles.
up after you read the book and you said, I just
I
read
called.
your book?
I called her up and I said some nice things about her. I took her some roses and I happened to drop them off at the wrong place. And
Wait a minute,
then
how can you drop them off at the wrong
because I
place?
thought she was living downstairs and she was living upstairs.
So you didn't announce yourself when you came?
I just left her there and
Would you leap up like Lily was on the
I
first floor?
found out. I called up and the old
You have to
days.
run up any steps?
She
Was
lived
there
on
anything
Russell
romantic?
Avenue.
Anything
She lived on
gallant?
Russell Avenue.
Anything gallant about what you did?
Anything what?
Gallant.
Gallant. Gallant. Doesn't gallant mean like you
Sir Galahad.
If you're a
Were you
lord,
gallant?
or you do things in a gallant way.
Isn't everything I do gallant?
No.
Yes, noble.
No, he has a bullpen walk.
Yeah.
If you ever see those guys walk in a baseball game from the bullpen to the mound,
Oh, yeah.
you see Big Harry.
You know what? I've been spending so much time with Don. I'm beginning to think I am Don. Like when guys work in a movie with Steve McQueen, they walk around thinking they're Steve McQueen.
You don't want to-
I'm beginning to think I'm Don Sherman.
You don't
I'm
want to be
beginning to walk
Don.
like him.
So you absorb people's traits
The
then,
thing
right?
about being an actor, the same thing why Keats was such a great poet. He learned from Shakespeare. You have to be a chameleon.
New York Times. Oh, should we scan over to our today's New York Times?
And it says, just give them the date. That's all. The rest they got to pay for.
Yeah, well, it is Thursday, November the 3rd, 2011,
That's a good way to open a show.
with Herman Cain.
That's
Yeah,
a
there
good
you
way
go.
to open a show. Just with the headlines and the date, and then go right into your dulcet voice.
No, we
With
just
Godfather's Pizza
See
Man.
how we just discovered something we never would have thought of that, and when this is entered into the documentary Hall of Fame, they will mention the fact that we were the first ones to think of taking the headlines and making that banner for
I
us.
love the font. But here's a question I
But
want
we
to ask
haven't
you.
decided who is the director of photography for this show.
Yeah,
Oh, he-
well, I'm the DOP here.
David
so he's
Lloyd
in charge of that.
Glover.
Yeah.
But here's a question. May I ask you a serious question for once in a while?
No, I'm not here
Please.
for serious. No,
I want you to tell me right here and now, at the Silver Spoon, I want you to tell me, what is comedy?
Okay,
Take
I'll
it.
tell you that if you promise to do a poem after this.
I would love to.
And we'll close out. One of your
I'll read
Shorter.
a poem about my...
shorter
Yeah,
poems.
it's got to be short because we're already over time. So.
Poems are very long.
You're gonna have
The
to...
definition of comedy is when you finish a sentence and you stop, you hear a laugh. Even if the laugh's coming from another country, it's your laugh because you said it at that time. That's the definition of comedy. When you finish talking, there's a laugh.
What about visual comedy?
When you stop your visual comedy and there's no laugh, it's not funny. So don't ever do it again. And there's a chance you get beat up because they have to wait for you to straighten up and talk. They can run away. So the important thing to avoid with a joke is doing a bad joke because you can get killed. Not so bad joke. Couple of weeks in the hospital. And a good joke, they'll say, nice try. And they went away. So stay with what you are. Accomplished actor, well-known, respected for your depth and perception of actor, character, and also your magnificent grasp of the language of the bard and twist it into a shape that fits into your heart, making you a heartfelt poem. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of David and myself, Don, and Harry, we'd like to say thanks for showing up, but please think of something else to do. There must be something else for you to do besides this.
Indeed. So, goodbye, gentlemen.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Till next time.
ladies, children,
Thank you, David.
You're
pixies.
very welcome.
Thank you, David.
And goodbye from the Silver Spoon, everybody.
Goodbye.